Yeah, I never want to make a video like this, like at all. But here I go. Since Spider-Man has already come out yet last year, and we already have Morbius now, it's better yet to say that I enjoy the Sam Raimi trilogy. Now, there are going to be 10 reasons why I love the Sam Raimi trilogy. Now, granted, a lot of people didn't grow up with the Sam Raimi trilogy. Some of you grew up with the Mark Webb or the John Watts version. I can understand that. I can understand your opinion. But, with all due respect, I was born in 2005. Believe me, I was. And then in 2007, I was only about 2 years old. So Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 3 came out that year. So yeah, that's kind of is what it is. And my cousin was definitely born that year. So make that for what you will, I guess. But aside from that, I will say though, um, I think I like it a little bit. I think I like the Sam Raimi trilogy a little bit. Okay, not too much. Even though it's a little bit my favorite, I guess I kind of liked it for what it is. So let's do a top 10 why I love Sam Raimi Spider Man from 1, 2, 3. All right, so we're getting on number one, the Spider Man suit. Spider Man suit has really touched me the most. I think I like its predecessor. I like that it's really cool. It looks really great. It looks absolutely fantastic. The one problem is that it's just the CGI on it. It looks a little bit bland, a little bit cropped in too much. I'm glad that the third movie they didn't do that much. So that's a good chance for my opinion. I really liked how Spider-Man here was portrayed, just like the comics. And that's good. That's really good. I understand that. So that's all I'm going to say about this entry. All right, so number two is the relationships. Now, granted, I don't ship Peter with MJ at all. I usually ship Peter with Gwen because I think those relationships are actually really nice. But I actually enjoy the fighting relationships with MJ and Peter. Like, those are my favorite moments of all time. Will they, won't they, whatever thing. Like, even in Spider Man 1, she doesn't even go out with Peter, like at all. She literally got dumped by Peter because she can't be endangered and he needs to keep her safe. That's the point. Spider-Man is overprotective. And that's really something, isn't it? All right, so number three is going to be Norman and Harry Osborn. I like these characters. Now, granted, I know that I like the Mark Webb versions as well, but they didn't really get a lot of screen time from me. They didn't really get a lot of far beyond character development. We didn't see them in the first movie, even though we did see some of them, not all of them, but whatever. I actually like Norman Osborn and Harry Osborn in this trilogy because they're built up as powerful villains. You got like this Green Goblin to kill Spider-Man, and guess what? He killed himself. And then you got like Harry being the next Green Goblin. Now, granted, I thought, maybe they're gonna use the redesign of the Green Goblin suit, but no, they just decided to morph it into something else, and now we got this. I just don't understand. I also have this. I mean, it's green, but whatever. I don't like the Green Goblin suit in the not the Amazing Spider-Man 2. The what's it called? Oh yeah, Spider-Man 3. I don't like that suit. They could have just reused the Green Goblin suit. Or better yet, how about you get the Green Goblin suit from the comics, actually? Get it right. Instead of just having his hair being blown in the wind and having him have a mask like a shielded one. Like, that's not my favorite part in the movie. But you know what? What isn't popular is that it's real uncanny, to say the least. I think. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but at the same time, I really don't care. All right, number 4 on my list is this version of Gwen. Now, granted, I know that Gwen Stacy was in one movie of the Sam Raimi trilogy, but I mean, she really didn't do that much. All she did was, oh, she needs to be saved. That's it. Oh, she got kissed by Peter. Yay. Oh, she literally freaking talks to Peter at a restaurant. Great. Like, what is there to like about her? What is her personality? She's a scientist. Okay. What kind of favorite food does she like? What kind of like things does she actually like the most? Like, don't tell me she likes Peter Parker for a reason. There's a reason why she loves Peter Parker. You know, in the comics where she actually does love Peter Parker and they had a really close relationship until Green Goblin killed her, and that really made Spider-Man pissed off, so he killed the Green Goblin. I would have loved to see Gwen Stacy die like in the third movie, but no, we get to see her alive again. So yeah, granted, I really didn't like that prop, but I'm glad they did it with the Amazing Spider-Man 2. Even though it's very sad, I really wish that I could talk more about the Amazing Spider-Man 2, but we're talking about the Sam Raimi films. We uh we didn't even hit rock bottom. All right, so number 5 on my list is the character development. Now, Norman, Harry Osborn, well, not Norman, but just Harry. Harry has a lot of character development. He had a lot of character development from Spider-Man 1 to 3. He died in the third movie. Now, praise me as you do. What if he doesn't die? What if Harry Osborn never died at all? What would happen? Would he have had all of the resources from his father to revive him and turn him into like Goblin Carnage? That would have been so cool. Like we really saw Harry Osborn making, using half of the symbiote and turning it into Carnage and having like, Norman Osborn come back as Carnage. That would have been so cool. But no, instead we get to see him die. That's great. That's really great. I I don't know what to say. Great job. Great job. Okay, number 6 on my list is going to be I can't remember what it was called. I think it would have to be Peter Parker's relationship with Norman, I guess. I don't know. Norman and Peter, they pretty much like bond a little bit. They kind of bond a little bit somewhat. But then in the second half, they just don't bond at all and just started fighting each other, which I'm all roots for. That's actually good. But then at the same time, I kind of feel like he's losing himself. He's losing his immorality here. Like Spider-Man is like losing his immorality against the Green Goblin. But when he like had the Green Goblin killed, I think he just gained back his morality for no reason. One thing is certainly clear is that he had more strength, but he didn't have enough morality in him. Like he would have just let him live no matter what. But no, he just let him die. You could have like, I don't know, just save him or something. But then again, I really don't care. On number 2 on our list is uh Oscorp. What? No, Doc Ock. Granted, Doc Ock in Spider-Man 2, everyone loved Spider-Man 2 because of this Spider-Man, because of this Doc Ock. Doc Ock was betrayed greatly, but there was one issue I didn't like. He barely looks like the comic version of himself. Now, I know that he's meant to look like really much of a badass. He's meant to have the grill shades. He's meant to really look like a badass in more total ways. But then again, like, I don't like this Doc Ock. Therefore, I don't like the Spider-Man 2. I don't like Spider-Man 2. Everyone loves Spider-Man 2. But one thing is clear. I don't like Spider-Man 2. It's not character-wise. Okay? I know that MJ is having a relationship problem with Peter. But at the same time, you have Doc Ock doing this shit. And Peter is just fucking around, not doing his greater good. And when he does do his greater good, he loses powers. Like, all because of MJ. I guess I would say what I'm trying to say here is that what Doc Ock did to Peter Parker was wrong. And I kind of feel like I hate Spider-Man 2 for that reason. Doc Ock literally just made the wrong decisions. And then he died. I'm glad that in No Way Home he was back, but that was only for a tribute, not really something incredible, I guess. But you know what? Whatever. I'm not okay with Doc Ock. I'm glad he died. Okay, so number 8 on our list, or number 7 on our list, I think. I think we're on our 8th list. Yeah, I think we're on our 8. Is the symbiotes. I'm not okay with the symbiote saga. Matter of fact, I don't like the symbiote saga. And I know that a lot of people love the symbiote saga because we had Venom in there, and Venom completely became powerful against Spider-Man. He clearly wants to kill Spider-Man because of all this bullshit. Like, what is the motivation here? What is the real sign of becoming a real villain? Like, Eddie Brock just attached Venom on him for no reason, and it happened like one day. Let me remind you, one fucking day. It really don't make no sense. I love the Spider-Man 3, but at the same time, I don't like the symbiote part. I'd rather see Sandman. Sandman was so good. Sandman was a really good character. I just wish I would see more of him than this freaking symbiote. Now I get it. The symbiote was in there for the last minute here. I understand that for a lot of fucking reasons. But you know what? I don't care. You know why? Because the symbiote doesn't mean anything to Peter Parker. It literally does not. I don't care what anyone says. It literally doesn't mean anything to Peter Parker. Now, I know in the comics it meant a lot to Peter Parker because he had more of attachment to this. But in the third movie, no. He just literally used it as a tool, literally just used it as a power because the symbiote is now mind controlling him, now controlling his entire body. What does that have to do with anything? What does that have to make him about? Like, what is he afraid of? What is he trying to escape from? The symbiote? Because I don't think he's going to escape from the symbiote because he uses the symbiote to try and kill Sandman and the Green Goblin. Like, that is just. Oh my god. Why? Why? This just makes no fucking sense. I don't like the symbiote at all. All right, number 9 on our list is Sandman. All right, finally, we're getting to Sandman here. Sandman is fucking badass. He's fucking a king. I wish he was in more of the movie than Eddie Brock, really. Like, he could have been the real main antagonist. He could have been the real one. He could have been like that one villain that really struck gold. He could have been that villain to kill Spider-Man all in one and completely almost murder MJ for no reason. But you know what? He's just a sad man that needed money to help his daughter. This isn't comic accurate. This isn't comic accurate at all. What happened to the part where he fucking like saw his wife cheating on him? Whatever happened to the part where he like ran away from home and then all of a sudden he got into this machine and turned into Sandman? Whatever happened to that? Instead, we had Sandman seeing his family escape from prison, and then he's on the move again, running away from home, just like the comics, but differently. And the cops are chasing after him. And you know what happens? He gets in the sand. What I like Sandman in the comics. He's a better badass than this Sandman. Okay, you feel me? Now I know that some people don't like Sandman because of what he is, but he was a part of the Sinister Six. He was literally a part of the Sinister Six. He was really like right there. I was so glad when I watched Spider-Man No Way Home. He was fucking cool. He was fucking cool in that movie. But they didn't do a lot of power against him. They didn't give him a lot of character moments. You know, like you really should. Best in my opinion, I will say this though. Sandman was actually portrayed more better in the Sam Raimi films than the John Watt film. I guess I would say more. But you know what? Let's just move on to our final one. Now, I'm going to say like there's a little part from number 7 I forgot about. So I'm going to say it after I say, number 10. All right, number 10 on our list is who is the strongest Spider-Man? So, you all been wondering which Spider-Man is more stronger, the Andrew Garfield, Tom Holland, or Tobey Maguire? I will say the most strongest Spider-Man ever will have to be Andrew Garfield. I'm sorry, Toby. You're not as capable as Andrew is. I'm sorry, man. You do not have that specimen like Andrew does. He has way more specimen than you. I'm so sorry, man. I'm very sorry for you. I guess I would say more about how this Spider-Man is good. But as we see through all of his three movies, we pretty much see him as a loser, an idiot, a superhero, and then all of a sudden he just becomes a downer and loses everyone around him. He could have almost lost, Aunt May for a minute there. But no, he lost Uncle Ben, which is very sad. I understand. Everyone is sad about Uncle Ben dying, but I didn't feel any emotion when Uncle Ben died. I felt a lot of emotion when Gwen and Aunt May died in Spider Man 2 and Spider Man 3, No Way Home. Those were those moments. Now, when I meant Spider Man 2, I meant the amazing Spider Man 2. I actually felt emotion with this. I actually felt sad when I see Gwen have to go. Now, I know this was a little bit too early, a little bit too soon, so I'm not going to talk about that right now. I like this Spider Man, okay? Tobey Maguire does not have the right specimens, okay? I know that Toby never read the comics of Spider Man, but I know one thing. Both Tom and Andrew did write, well, not write the comics. What am I talking about? They actually did read the comics when they were young. And you know what? That was great. That was good. But Toby, on the other hand, no, period. It wasn't worth it. Just just have Christian Bale in the freaking Sam Raimi films of Spider-Man. Like, yeah, that's it. You could have like built him up as let's see here. Let's do a count on his rogues gallery here. Let's see. What is it? What is it? Someone familiar, really technology like and really crazy as fuck. Who would that character be? Hmm. I'm really starting to think. It's on the tip of my finger, but I can't seem to remember. Let me think for a minute. I'm trying to think so hard. Hmm. This is so hard. This is so hard that it's just not easy to follow up. Oh, I know. The chameleon? Like the first Spider-Man villain ever? Why wasn't he in the films? Now he's going to be Craven the Hunter, which I'm not going to be happy about. We could have had Chameleon in these Spider-Man films. We could have seen him in Sam Raimi. We could have seen him in Mark Webb. We could have seen him in John Watts. Why? All right, I'm done complaining. What is the little part that I forgot in number 7? Well, I guess I would say it have to be with great power, there must also come great responsibility. That line right there was amazing. It was it was amazing. I will say it's really good. But Aunt May and Uncle Ben saying it was way badass. I will say that for one reason. With great power comes great responsibility. Yeah, I could do Uncle Ben. You know? Well, now you know. Now you know. All right. What day is certain? I'm done. I'm done with this top 10. Now you know why I love the Sam Raimi films and why they are good. Now they have a lot of continuity errors and stuff, but you know what? I love them for what they are. They're really good movies. Period. They are good movies. I will always think them as the greatest trilogy of all time. No joke. If Tobey Maguire is going back to Sony and they're going to make a fourth Spider-Man movie about him, toads to you. This will be amazing. This will be fantastic. Guys, thank you all so much for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe. And I'll see you all later. Bye bye.